got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat,
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a Thanksgiving edition of Big Things Kentucky. Coach Bew, what's going on?
Gobble, gobble. What's going on? Have no fear. Big Things Kentucky is here. I'm Coach Bew, my man, Coach TB on assignment. Coach Truck, what's good? I got my Big Things orange on today, Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Representative. Y'all can get these shirts for holler Coach Truck and myself. Get you one of these Big Things special edition hoodies there. Coach, man, I ain't gonna lie. Last week was a tough one, Coach.
Yes, it was. But, hey, we got 3 teams still playing from Big Things County, and we got a chance for an all-Lexington 6A championship, Coach. How you feel about that one?
Coach, man, being a player here, playing when we had 4 classes, we had just 4A was the big dog, not 6A was the big dog. And, you know, for us, you always had to beat Louisville schools to get to the state championship. And the thing about it is, Lexington schools, we would beat each other up to get there. And then, like I said, we had to go through Louisville Powerhouse just to get to the state championship. Then had to play one in the state championship. So it was always tough, man. I played on some great high school teams. We never got a chance to get there. We had a few teams make it. Had the JT Hatcher 99 team. We had Demetrius, Coach Demetrius Gay. You know, he got his Henry Clay team there. So we had a few make it there, but it's a tough road to take.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, Coach, what they call it Black Friday, Coach, that Thanksgiving practice and everything, man, we want to thank y'all for joining us. Let's get down to these taxes. Let's look at last week's picks. All right, Coach, I'm down 5. With 2 weeks to go, Coach.
Coach, man, you know, we mentioned Bryan Station and Douglas for a chance for the 6A. You got to give a shout out to Lex Catholic. They went down to 3A, got away from Bullitt Catholic, which is a blessing. But I'll tell you what, Catholic has been something special. They beat a good Scott County team. They played LCA tough, had them beat. They had played a top tier schedule, and I think a lot of people have slept on them, including us. I'm gonna say me. You love your boy. You picked against them a couple times too. Except for last week, you went with them, and you rode your boy Wasik. Jackson Wasik has been special, man. Special. I think I heard his name being nominated for one of the Big Things Player of the Year, but I'm going too bad. But special, you man, had a great season he had. Man, that Catholic team special, Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we want to give a shout out to my A5 Broncos, baby. Did nobody give us a chance, Coach? And we went to Louisville and got a crazy win over Mayo, Coach. Ain't that crazy, Coach?
I'm going to tell you what. Shout out to President Douglas. Big win. But I will say this, man. Coach Wolf, they call for that man's head down there. They say he's let some big games go, and that was a big let go. Everybody in the state of Kentucky knew he was going to run the running back keep, the Wildcat, and Douglas stuffed it out. But I'm telling you what, Douglas looked very impressive. Shout out to both the Talbot boys, had big games. Both of them young men did. So shout out to Douglas. And then you also got to give a shout out my defenders are still in it, green and gold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you picked against Douglas. You did. That's why you're on Lavelle Martin most hated list.
Coach. Motivational pick, Coach.
Well, how you get on the most hated list with Sean Perkins, Leon Mack, and who else is on there?
Man, I'm trying to figure out how you didn't get on the list, Coach.
Hey, man, I don't know. I don't want no. I ain't got no problem with nobody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If any of us gonna be on the list, it should have been you. How I get on the list, Coach?
Hey, man, I
do some research on this one, Coach.
I have rode with Ducks a few times, but you on that list with Leon Mack and Sean Perkins, and then who else is on there? Ozone?
Hey, man, whatever, man. A5 Broncos. Me and my Coach McPete. We got one more round. We still dancing, baby. We still dancing, Coach.
They definitely are, and get a rematch with a team they beat early in the year, Trinity, which they beat pretty convincingly, I would say. But Trinity has had an overhaul, a freshman quarterback who's doing his thing. His dad's the coach here at Bryan Station. My nephew turned me on to him early on. That young man has been something special watching him play for Trinity. So I think it's going to be a snob knocker, as you say.
Hey, Trinity is the hottest team in the state right now, probably, Coach. So shout out to Douglas, man. We get to Kroger Field. If we get on the carpet, we have ran the gauntlet, Coach. We have ran the gauntlet. We have beaten everybody we could possibly beat in
Yes.
6A. And
Yeah.
that would be an impressive feat for my Broncos if we get there.
I think even more impressive feat that Coach McPhee has took his team, stepped them up to 6A. Everybody said, "Oh, let's see what you do in 6A," and all they've done in 6A is win and got a chance to go back to the state championship. So shout out to Coach McPhee, all those young men over, and that coaching staff to have them in a position to go back to the carpet at Kroger Field.
And we've interviewed him a couple times, but one of the unsung heroes is Coach Poe, man, because that defense is one of the staples of Frederick Douglass. They play good defense and they run the ball, and I think that is all to Coach McPhee and his offensive line and Coach Poe doing what he does with the defense. Shout out to them doing what they do. Let's keep going, Broncos. Let's keep dancing, baby.
Because let's be honest, Mel has some grown tail men playing for them.
Yes.
Grown tail men. I can't say the word I want to say, but there's some grown tail men on there. And I'm tell you what, man, them boys, Douglas, her front line held water. The game broke a little bit, but they didn't break, baby. They held water.
All right, Coach. Well, Coach, here we go. Round 4, the semifinals. Let's go. All right, join us this week for our guest pickers for the semifinal games. We got from Beyond the Game, radio, social media, everywhere, Mr. Q Walker. And we got my man, Jackson Football's dad, Mr. Tim Wasik. Jackson Wasik, senior quarterback for Lexington Catholic, having an amazing season. Some people might say the best quarterback in the city. So kind of tell us about Jackson, man. How was raising this young phenom?
Well, Jackson, he's always been good at everything. Basketball, baseball, football. Through the years, starting back in youth football over at Woodford County with Coach Eric Taylor and Pete Barnhart. They put him in at quarterback, and he stayed at quarterback the rest of his time playing football. And one of the more competitive kids that you'll ever see. One of the more competitive people that you'll ever see. It's a lot of fun being around him, and can't wait for this Friday.
Now, young Brady, how's that? What's their competitive? You got a quarterback and a linebacker.
Well, I've always joked with his older brothers, Lance and Jackson, that Brady's going to be the toughest kid out of the three of them, and probably the biggest one, and he's on track to be bigger than both of them, and to be careful when they were younger. But, of course, the big brothers do the big brother thing, and, made him into the linebacker that he is. And another kid I'm proud of, before the season, he said, I will be on that field this season, and he worked towards it, and he's having a great sophomore season.
Oh, no, man. I just want to say congratulations to your son for, making it to the finals before they go to Kroger Field, because we'll get to that here in a second. But my question to you is, do y'all ever have arm talent contests between you and your son to see who can get it down the field the farthest? I know as a father myself, I have 2 sons, and I know it's going to get to a point where they can athletically do more than me, but I still want to prove that I can do just as much. So do you still get out there sometime with the kids?
Yeah, oh yeah. We play football out in the street, and it gets super competitive. The 4 of us get out there, and Brady and I are usually on the same team, and Jackson and Lance are on the other team, and a few choice words later, and I'll catch one over Jackson, and he'll start saying it's not fair. And well, I was like, well, I still got it, and you have a lot to live up to.
Okay, all right. So hold that over his head. Dad still got it.
Yep.
All right, so we'll start off with this week's pitch. Starting off first in this 3A matchup, we got 9-4 Lexington Catholic. Jackson Wasik doing his thing, leading his team. He's having a great season. Brady doing his thing on defense as well, kind of, doing what they do. But they'll be taking on 12-1 powerhouse Cal, led by Cole Hodge with almost 3,500 yards passing, 52 touchdowns.
hitting younger Connor Hodge, 1,000-yard receiver, and Justin Ruffin. How y'all feeling about this one?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go first because I know he probably got a lot to say, seeing as his son is in this matchup. But in this one, Lexington Catholic has been a powerhouse around Lexington since I can even remember. So in this one, for me, just because it's a city school, quote unquote, I know a lot of people, Lexington Catholic, man, it's still a city school regardless of how you want to paint the picture. So let me get Lexington Catholic in this matchup. I know, like you said, they're going against a powerhouse, but man, my heart is always in the 8-5-9. So I got Catholic in this matchup.
Well, of course, I'm not going to give any bulletin board material from the dad of the quarterback here, but I think it's going to be a great matchup. Two of the best quarterbacks in the state. All we've heard is Cal all year. They've been the odds-on favorites. They're the RPI leader. Of course, the defending state champions. So, but we also say, why not us?
Yeah.
So. I believe our schedule prepared us for this game. Beginning of the year, when the schedule first came out, I was just like, what are we doing? But after we got through it, I'm like, okay, we're ready for anything. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be close. And, of course, I'm going to pick Lex Catholic with the win.
That's right. We battle-tested, baby. We
Battle-tested, man. And have seen one thing, like we've seen this matchup, Jackson and played against probably the top quarterbacks in the state in every game he's played in. And he's ready for that. But I think it's just going to be a little too much Cal. It's been a great season. Coach Bosch. Coach has had a great first season coming in, taking over this program. Look for bigger things out of Lexington Catholic, but I'm going Cal.
Man, I expected that from Coach Butte. Not you. You've been loving on us all year.
I'm sorry. I got to make this
Turn it back on you at the last minute.
Come on, Q. Hold on, man.
I was going to bring you a Catholic hat.
Coach, man, I'm tell you what, I'm going to call him Jackson Magic. Like Fitz Magic, I'm calling him Jackson Magic. Because I'm tell you what, he has done another bit magical for this year. I think the magic runs off.
Now, we're going to move to 6A like we had talked about earlier in the show. We could have a potential all-Lexington 6A championship. I don't think that's ever happened when Lexington schools meeting for the big title. Q, how you feel about that?
Well, I'm a Defend the Nation alum. Dun, 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 dun. So in this matchup, I'm going to make it quick and easy. I'm going to go with Bryan Station in this matchup. We have one of my Beyond the Game guys, DeAndre P. Adams. His son plays on Bryan Station as well, so there's that affiliation. The last time Bryan Station went to the state championship was '99 when Eric Shelton, Greg Shadell, J.T. Haskins, which he has a son that's now on the team. So I think it'll be a good feeling and a good story, actually, to have the father to have played in the state championship, although he didn't win, and now he's helping his son get to that same position. So let me get Bryan Station in this matchup.
I like Station also. I think J.T. Haskins is going to come up with a great defensive plan. I think he's going to shut down the Ballard. Another close one, 21-17 Station.
Now, Ballard's Coach Morgan is from Lexington.
Is he?
Yes. He played at Henry Clay.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some Lexington ties there. You gotta watch number 21, Journey Weiss.
Okay.
That's the running back for Ballard. Actually, you got two great running backs in this one, in Keelan Jaws Washington and Mr. Journey. Ooh. I've been calling a lot of things, man.
You're going to be calling him again once you make this pick.
But now let's go Station Nation, man. I like what Coach Hawkins is doing. I think we going to Kroger. Everything is set up. We going to Kroger, man. Let's go Station Nation, baby.
All of a sudden.
Station Nation. I got a mouse in my pocket and everything like Coach Butte said. Let's go Station.
Coach, man, what can I say? My defenders looked good last week. I said running Clark. Y'all didn't believe me. I told them boys was on the mission. Coach, I'm going to tell you this. Early in the season, it's a new season now. We know we got to go back up here and play in old raggedy Louisville. Give me my defenders, baby, in Louisville. I don't care what Marco will say. Defend the nation, baby. Give my defenders.
Okay. Now, the other 6A game, 8-4, Douglas. You know what? Hold on. Before I even get started, man. Allegedly,
Here we go.
There has been some stuff said about me. And I don't understand where that came from. I don't understand. Don't do me like that.
I'm just saying you got I didn't even the bracelets too, the orange and white bracelets. I didn't even see the bracelets.
I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. I'm Douglas to the bone marrow, baby.
Are you? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, we got through. Here we are.
We are.
My coach, Coach McPete, man, and Coach McPete we trust. Coach Poe, together, these dudes, I know they're going to come up with the best game plan to help this Douglas team move on. How y'all feel about this one?
Well, I don't want to get called names like Coach Truck does and get, memes and pictures posted all over, social media. I mean, it happened to me when I picked them against Bryan Station.
Yeah,
I picked Bryan Station against Douglas, and I'm like, well, dang, But anyway, so
and I don't even get credit for that.
You know?
No, like I picked them against Station.
You did?
Yes.
See, that's what I'm talking about, right? But anyway, so I don't want to get pictures and memes and stuff plastered all around social media about me, not like I care anyways, but I'm going with this one just because I want both Louisville teams to lose in this matchup. So I'm going with Frederick Douglass High School.
Good. Well, one great thing about being part of the Lexington youth and middle school programs, you've either played with or played against everybody in the city. Now, there's two players on there that Jackson played travel baseball with, Jeremiah Lowe and Landon Menifee of the Lexington Future. Nothing but love for them. They're still great friends. Logan Busen battles with Jackson through the years, with Stoney Mack, with playing with Brady. Nothing but love for those players. I think Coach McPeak is going to pull it out again. Douglas, close one, same score, 17-14 is the prior matchup.
Now, Zane came in for Trinity, the quarterback, and they have been a totally different team. This is not – actually, it happened in the second half. And some would say Trinity won the second half and Douglas won the first half. So here we are like the old Florida State Florida game. We got the battle in the fifth quarter in the fifth quarter. Whatever. I messed that all up. Don't worry about it. Either way, all I'm saying is it's been a great season for my Douglas Broncos, but it ends Friday. Unfortunately, y'all don't be mad at me.
Too late.
I just feel like Trinity is just the hottest team right now. But we had a great showing at 6A. And the thing I love about this Douglas team is they're relatively young. And this is just the beginning. And it's like, you better get us this year. Like Coach Dion said, you better give me this year because we're going to be back, baby.
So 2 questions for you, Coach, before you continue. Do you not like Lexington schools? Because out of the 3, you only picked 1. I'm just curious. You only.
I can't just pick with my heart just because they're from Lexington.
Yeah, you can.
No.
I do what I'm saying.
That's why I'm in the situation I'm in now, chasing Coach Buell 5 games down with 2 weeks to go.
Chasing standings.
Okay, so
Exactly.
so then my next question is, why you got a Douglas shirt on and you picking Trent?
Because I represent my Broncos, man.
So you represent the Broncos
Yes.
for picking somebody else.
Well, I mean, I got to be realistic. I got to be realistic.
Okay, all right. That's like me wearing a LeBron James shirt and saying Michael Jordan's the GOAT. It don't make no sense. 2 and 2, it don't make no sense. I ain't got one of. You know what? I do have a LeBron. You know what? LeBron is the GOAT. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So that's like me saying that. So in Brown we trust. But anyways,
Woo!
go ahead.
Hey,
Coach.
give me some. Give me some, baby. And Coach Buell, I ain't heard. How you doing? I love that. That's my dude.
Coach, put the camera in, Coach. I may not be in the studio, but I want this to be heard. Douglas, I ain't gonna lie. Nobody had faith in you in the 6A. Not even the guy who's sitting in the studio right now, I can't see his face. He didn't believe in you. He pitched against you so many times, ridiculous. That's why he's on Lavelle Martin's most hated list with Ozon Mitchell. Man, Ozon's a good guy. Y'all leave Ozon alone. Yeah, but he deserves it. Coach Truck deserves to be on that list. You know what I'm saying? They didn't believe. Everybody said, when you get to 6A, it's going to be different. What you done in 6A, you beat some good teams. You went to Louisville and beat 2 of their top teams. Not once, but twice. Lexington over everybody, baby. That's what I'm saying. They don't believe in you. Coach Truck don't believe in you. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you Trinity. Give me Trinity, Coach, for the win.
Now we got some bonus picks. Coach Buell would say, as you say, chasing standings. I got to make up some ground, so I got to make these count. In 2A, we got Beachwood, 12-1, defending champion, taking on 12-1 Mayfield. These 2 teams met in the championship game last season. Ooh, how y'all feel?
Well, I'm all about the underdog and getting revenge. You said they met in the championship game last year.
Yes.
But you said, let me get Beachwood repeating. I know Mayfield has a lot to prove in a revenge factor in this matchup. But based upon you guys, I'm just going to go with Beachwood in this matchup.
I like Mayfield at home. I think they've only lost 2 games in the last 17 years. Tough team. They knocked out LCA, who's an absolute juggernaut of a team.
Yes.
I like Mayfield at home, 31-28.
Mayfield at home, 31-28. Zane Cartwright doing big things for Mayfield, and Clay Hayden doing things for Beachwood. I think I like Mayfield. I'm like you. I think that win over LCA, that was big. Because I think these are probably the top 3 teams in that class.
Yep.
And they've all played each other. I'm going to go Mayfield as well.
Coach, man, I'm gonna take Mayfield. I think Mayfield got some whole cooking going on there. Beat up on my Eagles like that. I think it was a whole cooking going on. But we ain't gonna say that. When you get all the bus in them counties, you down 14. Remember, Coach B always told you that.
All right, up next in 2A, we got Somerset 10-3 taking on Owensboro Catholic. Now, Owensboro Catholic, man, I just want to just let y'all know, man. Brady Atwell, 3,751 yards, 60 touchdowns, y'all. That's a career for some people. You know what I'm saying? So Owensboro Catholic 13-0 undefeated. Somerset, like I said, man, Somerset, I know it's an emotional team right now. Coach Lucas was their coach. He passed away a few years ago. That led them to a state championship. So they're looking to get back. It's the first time we've seen Somerset back here in a while. They kind of had some downtime, but now they're back. How y'all feeling about this one?
Well, 2 things for me. I went for Lex Catholic earlier, so why wouldn't I go for Owensboro Catholic in this matchup? Guy dude for 3,700 yards, 60 touchdowns. How can you go against that, especially in the way high school is set up in Kentucky, where really they don't throw a ball a lot, and when you got a guy who can throw the ball like he can, let me get the 60 touchdown, 3,700 yard guy.
Yes, sir.
I like Owensboro Catholic also. I think they're leading the whole state in RPI, so they didn't play a powder puff schedule per se, but that quarterback, man, throwing those yards and those touchdowns, I take OCAF 35-17.
Coach, you really try to catch me in these games that you wouldn't pick Somerset. We ain't talking about Somerset in 10 years. But it's good to see Somerset back on the winning track of things. They're not in LCA's district anymore, so we don't have to cover them as much. But I'm going to tell you what, they got the job on their hand. Give me Owensboro Catholic with the win.
All right. Now, up next from 4A, we got 13-0 Boyle taking on 13-0 Franklin County. Man, Boyle County might be the best team in the state. Coach James, he's back to playing Boyle County. 2 years ago, they played in the championship game, probably one of the best games on that whole slate that year. How y'all feel about this one?
Well, I know I got the Boyle County colors on, black and gold right now. And I know Boyle County is Kentucky football royalty, as they've won, 11 million state championships. So I get all of that. But, I'm all about the underdog. I like seeing the underdog come up on top every now and then. And I know you're shaking your head over it, Coach, but Franklin County, I'm riding. We winning, we riding Franklin County. I'm riding with you. Coach don't believe in you, but I do. I believe in you.
I know we're in a different class this year, but it was always a great battle to play against Boyle County. They always got the better hand of it, except for one time last year. I was happy to see that they were on our schedule again this year because if you're going to be the best, you got to play the best, and I think it really helped us going into the playoffs. Franklin County, another great program. I think they have a great middle school program. Those coaches are great. Remember playing them back in middle school and having battles every year. A lot of athletes. I just think Boyle is too much. Nobody beats Boyle. 50-21 Boyle.
All right, I got a name for y'all for the All Big Things name team. Luke Toothaker, linebacker for Franklin County.
That's a
Luke,
name to have.
You're going to have to make a lot of plays.
That's a good name to have to be a linebacker.
You're going to have to make a lot of plays, but I don't think you got enough in you. Boyle is on a mission. This will be their 4th straight championship. It's got to be great for Coach Haddix, who's won championships there, to come back and win even more and keep doing what he's doing. Shout out to my Coach Justin Haddix and the Rebels. Who you with, baby? That's my coach. I'm just saying, man. I just got to, gotta do that.
Okay.
Coach Eddie James did a remarkable job with this Franklin County team, Coach. Back on their winning way. They listened to the state championship 2 years ago, Coach. But I think it's going to be hard to get back there a third time to beat this Boyle County team. Coach, give me Boyle County.
All right, now for 5A, we've got Owensboro, 9-4, taking on Bowling Green, 10-3. This is probably the we glad Douglas is gone game, as both of these teams have been dealing with the Douglas juggernaut for the last few years. Deuce Bailey's been doing big things for Bowling Green. Everybody picked them to get back here, and looks like they're on the course for that. Y'all got any thoughts on this one?
Well, as you guys know, it's hard to go being the team to pick to actually succeed and do what you were picked to do from start to finish. Like you guys just alluded to, Bowling Green came up short last year against Douglas, so I think that hunger from being that close and coming up short gets them to Kroger Field this time, and actually they're going to go in. Bowling Green, I'm picking to win state championship. So anyways, in this matchup, I got Bowling Green.
I like Bowling Green too. I mean, I think they're battle tested from their schedule. Started out the season against LCA, and I think the final score was about 200 to 150. I mean, a great defensive battle. But Deuce Bailey over there, I mean, absolute great quarterback. Loved seeing all the highlights of him this year. I think Bowling Green's going to win it in a high-scoring game, 42-36.
All right, yeah. I think I'm going to have to go with that one too. Let's go Bowling Green, baby.
All right, Coach, I'm going to tell you what. It's going to be hard to pick against Bowling Green, and my guy, Deuce. Deuce is impressive. I watched that young man do some moves against Douglas last year at the 5A state championship. Man, with that side, I hit the brakes, threw the lineman in front of him, then kept going. I think we're going to see some more of that this Friday night. Give me Bowling Green, Coach.
All right, now, next up in 5A, we got 11-2 Cooper taking on 12-1 Highlands. The interesting thing about this one is the Highlands coach, Coach Bob Spire, some would call the father of Lexington Catholic football. He left and went to Georgia, and this program is still rolling like it is. He's got Highlands back on the scene and on a mission. Looks like they're able to capture their who knows whatever number of state championship they got, because I'm like you, Q, they got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, like Bull.
How y'all feel about this
one? Like you just alluded to, when I was coming up, Highlands was always competing and playing for a state championship. Like you just said, they fell off for a little bit, but now they seem to get the ball rolling back again. So just for nostalgia reasons, I'm going to go with Highlands in this matchup going to Kroger Field.
I like Highlands also. We played them first game of the year. Quarterback Beneke came in. He was playing quarterback. He was playing running back, wide receiver, catching, running, throwing touchdowns all over the place. Coach Spire had a great game plan against us. Close game. We lost by a touchdown, but it was a great first game of the season, great atmosphere. I like Highlands 37-28.
Highlands? Yeah, I'm going to go Highlands too. Now, Cooper, they've had a great season. Northern football seems to be on the rise in Northern Kentucky.
Man, Coach Bob Spire is back on his winning ways like he did at Catholic. I'm going to tell you what, he's state championship bound. Coach, give me Highlands.
I want to thank y'all for joining me and helping me make these picks. Watch me, y'all. I'm going to be undefeated, y'all.
Go, Coach Butte. Let's go, Coach Butte.
Root for Coach Butte.
Let's go, Coach Butte. Because, man, you only picked one. I mean, I'm glad you picked Station, but, I mean, you picked Trinity, you picked Cal, man, you picked Cal against my man right here. Like, what we doing, man? What we doing?
All right, man. Just kind of catch yourself. Where can we find you at, Q?
Hey, man, you can check Beyond the Game out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We also go live on Facebook and YouTube every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. You can check out the radio show every Wednesday night from 6 to 7 p.m., 93.9 FM. Like I said, if you aren't able to listen to us on the radio, you can catch the Facebook live feed or the YouTube live feed.
All right. Mr. Wasik, anything before you get out of here, man? I mean...
No, I really appreciate you having me on here. It was a lot of fun. Honored to be on the show. Like I said, I watch you guys every week, and I wish you both the best of luck.
All right.
Coach, man, we got your picks. We wish you'd been in the studio, but either way, I want you to enjoy your meal today, Coach. What you got on your plate, Coach? What you looking forward to?
So we do a little smoked turkey, Coach. You know, last time you smoked the turkey, we was out there for 37 hours. We got frost. It had to be the coldest Thanksgiving ever on record, Coach. It took us forever to smoke 2 turkeys in my little non-insulated box. We can't take 30 minutes to keep checking to eat. Hey, Lord Jesus, never again.
Yes.
But man, my wife cooking, having family over. First Thanksgiving without my mom, so it's gonna be a tough one. You've had to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So, just pray for everybody on their Thanksgiving and wish you the best. Thanks for Mr. Watson for joining us for the show, man. It was a pleasure. I hope you didn't jinx him in Catholic. So, man, let's go, Coach. We're ready for some football, baby. As always, yes, be a living donor. I'm Coach Bu, my man, Coach TV on the side of Coach Truck.
Peace.